recognize that everybody has it. When you're surrounded by people who expect you to know stuff, you're always worried, do I know it well enough? Am I really deserving of these credentials? And the reality is you are. But because you're a graduate student, it doesn't mean you know everything. It means that you're becoming an expert in a very narrow part of your field. And if you're a well-read human, then you'll know some other stuff too, which is great. But it is something that you're going to be dealing with your entire career as somebody who is advancing your learning through graduate studies. And if you go into the academy after you finish here at Miami, you're going to hear people talking about it. It's a very real thing. So my suggestion would be put your nose down, do your work, and try not to think about it, because you kind of talk yourself down into believing that you don't really have all the expertise that you do. The good news is that if you go to Miami, you will gain a lot of expertise, and your credential you'll be very deserving of.
Imposter syndrome doesn't necessarily go away. So here I am as a faculty member, and I can still feel it sometimes. There's no difference between you and the person next to you that's also in the space and may not be experiencing imposter syndrome. The truth is that that syndrome is there to help you fail. And so for me, the advice is check yourself. I used to ask myself, how did I get here? Why do I have this opportunity and someone else doesn't? Do I belong in this space? If I'm in the space, I belong in it. And for me as a faculty of color, once again, there's so many people like me who aren't here, who didn't have the opportunity to get here. And for me to sit in my imposter syndrome and not seize opportunity, not persevere, not find ways to succeed in this space, feels like I'm not failing myself. It feels like I'm failing everyone else who didn't have the opportunities that I had to get to this point. So my advice is ask, talk to people that are close to you, that are going to ground you and remind you why you belong in a space. And just remember, if you're in it, you obviously belong to be there or deserve to be there.